Assalamu alaikum and welcome to this brand new episode of In Other News. That's right, you know the score. I'm not on my ones. I got my boys with me today, Sam and Kidhr. Salam, boys.
Salam.
How are you guys? How are you? Had a good week?
I loved it. I went to the football
Admit
museum,
it,
man.
you missed me, right?
No.
Oh, damn. Okay then.
I missed the red jumper. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I know, I did. I was changed
I'm
it up
gonna
this
ask you,
week as
did
well.
you guys see the madness like Kidhr caused in Birmingham recently outside the cinema?
Oh, City and that, bro. Yes,
What were you
City,
playing
what's
at,
going on?
Kidhr? Like,
Do you know what it was? Yeah.
now we know what you've been doing this week.
Yeah, do you know what it was? It was about 1, 2, 1. You better do one. Went to Birmingham's head and they went crazy, bro.
All right,
I don't
Danger
even
Mouse,
know
calm
what
down.
happened, man. What happened anyway? What was it?
Basically, some little kids, you know, they're in Kidhr's gang.
Yeah.
They decided to fight another gang of also little kids
my God.
from another area. Crazy post-Cold War.
No, do you know what it was? It was.
Is that you in the play area, yeah?
I wasn't a player, yeah. But what
Did somebody
happened
take your swing, Kidhr? Is that what it was?
No, you wore black and I wore white. No, what it was basically there's a new movie out and it's around gang violence.
That's right.
Colours like blues and reds. I think that's
It stemmed from that.
from there basically,
Oh,
yeah.
so-
But Birmingham's not like that. We don't condone that. We're not about that. It was.
Of course not.
We're
It
not
was an
about that
isolated
life.
incident.
Of course it was.
Not about that life, bro.
To be honest, it's just really sad that the youth are engaging
Yeah,
in such
man.
activities. I feel sorry for their parents more
Man,
than
that guide
anything
us
else.
all.
Yeah, I mean, man.
We need some guidance.
And on that note, let's go to the first segment. Never mind the Muslims. Right then, Sam, I believe you've got the first headline today.
Yeah, man. Do you know what? Because it's been cold this week here. I'll be honest, I have struggled to wake up for Salat al-Fajr this week. You know, Allah help me. But there needs to be better incentives. So let's look at the first headline, guys. Check this one out. Mosque promises bikes for the Fajr kids. You know, the Fajr kids. So basically, it's an incentive in Istanbul, the Sultan Selim Masjid. They have said any child that basically comes to Fajr for 28 days, almost a month, consecutive, that they're going to give out these free mountain bikes for the kids.
I think that's a
Boom.
really good initiative,
Sick.
that is. You know what,
Sick.
though? I think they could do that for
Mashallah.
the fathers as well, you know. Get the fathers going to the masjid,
Honestly,
a little bit of
I'll-
exercise for them as well.
Yeah.
But you know what?
man.
My only issue with this one is that I wish they did it for 40 days.
Yeah.
Because they say if you get your salahs in
For 40 days, that routine
you've
is
got-
solid.
Yeah,
You know
and you
what,
go to Jannah,
yeah,
isn't it?
imagine if you did 39 days and then like missed
You
the
missed
last
that one.
day.
You'd
It's
be
like,
like, Imam Saab, I had a cold.
Yeah. Yeah.
Don't try it with me,
And
sonny
and
boy.
he's on the bike.
Go bike for you, rings the bell and he rides off.
But did you guys that have any incentive going to the masjid? How did your dad or mom get you up in the morning?
My mum, mashallah, is my hero. My love, bless her.
Mashallah.
I mean.
Yeah, like, it was always about like, you know, you have to praise Allah. If you want to go to Jannah, like, you know, and the hadith about the shaitan urinating in your ear.
Yeah.
That was really prominent in my family. And also about how the Prophet ﷺ used to wake up his wife with
Is
the
it?
sprinkle of
Mashallah.
water.
Yeah, imagine
that was
getting
our
a
like,
super
yeah.
soaker 5,000. Just like
Is that what happened to you,
squirting
Sam?
in it. Yeah. I
Is
know
that what you
you're
got
gonna say that,
hit, you got hit with the soccer?
Yeah. It's got to be done though, man.
What about you,
To be honest,
Faz?
for me, it
I'll
was
just support my lotto over there.
And the Lotus making a comeback.
Oh, man.
My God.
Yeah, you know what, right? For us, it was either you get up, right? If you don't get up fast enough, right? There was beats, bro.
SubhanAllah.
There was
Good.
That's the,
gotta
to be
get
honest,
up
and it
there,
worked.
Yeah.
Yeah, but honestly,
was up.
this is such an amazing thing, man. Honestly, imagine mountain bikes, kids be able to go, and then you can just go again.
The
To
thing is,
Fajr the next
kids,
day on the
they're going to go
bike.
on the bike.
Imagine if there was 20 kids, yeah, the next day after the 30 days have elapsed, the next day they're just like 30 kids on bikes going to the masjid. Well, look, imagine that sight, man.
And also, imagine
little-
them kids,
little squad.
sorry to interrupt you, they'll be growing up
Yeah.
in one jamaat. Imagine as they get older, they'll have this instilled in them that, look, you know, we had
Yeah,
this
man.
incentive when we were kids. When they get older, they'll remember this and they'll do it for their kids as well. I
Yeah,
think
no,
it's a
wicked, man.
fantastic idea.
I think it's amazing. For me, right, you know, if I had the chance, if Allah grants me the opportunity one day to work in a mosque or even look after children,
I mean, man.
my incentive would be, if you come to the mosque for Fajr prayer for, say, 40 days, you're going to go Umrah.
Yeah.
A ticket for Umrah for you and your family.
Alhamdulillah, yeah.
That would be amazing. I would love that.
That's a very expensive.
I know, imagine.
But
Imagine if 20 people do it.
It's not expensive. I mean, that's shaitan. Like, no, it's not expensive.
Imagine you got 200 kids turning up
for
for 40 days, son.
No, Allah will make it easy. Where there's a way.
That is true as well.
Where there's a will, there's a way.
always is.
So
I
guys,
agree
what
with
do you think? Should we all go to Istanbul next
I
month
think
for
we
a
should
stay
go.
month?
We
Come
should
back
get
on
on our
bikes,
bikes.
yeah.
Let's get on our bikes. Right.
Talking about like your difficult cold weathers and all that. Last couple of weeks, I asked you guys, how do you like your tea in the morning? Remember?
And the week before that, you were asking us about our eggs.
You know what? And that stayed in that was in my ear the whole week, man.
So basically, the headline is soup power. Basically, how do you like your soup in the winter? Soup is making a massive comeback in this winter months.
Yeah,
okay,
man.
it is known by Imperial College in London and Great Ormond Street that some soups and traditional broths can cure malaria. Now, malaria kills 500,000 people each year, mainly children. So this goes back to like herbs and all that. So this made me think about prophetic medicines and how we used to have yakni. Remember yakni?
Yo, why would you have certainty drinking? Or you talk about yakin?
You know,
What's yakni, man?
Sammy, what's your soup?
Yakni.
The soup that we love.
Oh my
we grew up with, right?
You know this one.
It's
Tell 'em.
very, very nice, this soup. It's probably better than, in my
You get
opinion,
me?
it's better
Where's
than...
my firms?
It's better than the yakni. I'm not even going to...
telling
Either you
you.
need to try this soup, right?
What is it?
I'm not going to pronounce it. Sammy's going to pronounce it for me.
Mereg,
It's the
as they say
best.
in the proper Yemeni dialect.
the
innit?
Mereg.
Soup,
the
this
best.
soup. I'm telling you, my bro, put hairs on your chest.
Nah, my
I'm
mum's...
telling you, bro.
It
My
will
mum's
make
yakni.
a man out of you, Kidhr.
Listen, okay, so this is something about like herbs. You know, man, having like health tips. My mum's always on this about use cinnamon, use like kala masala, all this stuff. Do you have any health tips?
Now,
Like
what-
me, I'll go to the honey. I'll be honest. That's my
In the
thing
soup?
to go to. Well, in the soup. No, actually, maybe a lot of spice.
Spice.
Yeah, when it heats the chest up. Yeah.
When it heats you up, yeah. But what I will say is this as well. Now, none of us are doctors. Although Kidhr looks like a doctor, he is not a doctor. But we advise you, if you've got any illnesses, you should consult with your medical professionals first, and then look at the medications that are out, the home remedies and things like that do also help, but they work well with medications. Because if you've got a serious health problem, you need your doctor, right?
Yeah.
But I definitely believe soups.
Yeah, it's got to
are
be
so-
spicy. Got to have
so
lemon in
hot.
there. Squeeze it in.
Lemon.
Lemon.
No. Listen,
You have to have lemon in your soup, bro.
you have to make your homemade soups, I personally feel, okay? Because when you buy soup from the shops, it has like sugars and salts and creams or whatever.
I hate creamy soup.
homemade
bro.
soup
The
is
thing
the
is,
one.
right, when I say the soup that, for me, that is it's the traditional soup that we're
get
talking
me? Yeah,
about.
yeah.
Not this modernized
fancy,
soup
like,
that you get in
yeah.
the supermarkets. I'm
Yeah.
talking about the recipes that have been perfected from
Yeah, I don't
generation
like
to
them.
generation.
Yeah.
And then, like, for example, now there's a place near where me and Sammy live. There's an elderly man who makes the soup.
Yeah.
He's a chef, right? And you know that this is going to have so much
Yeah.
goodness put into it. But, and it's,
It is,
it's a
yeah.
Yemeni traditional
man.
soup that they have, and it's absolutely amazing. And just last week, right, before I came down, I was feeling a bit under the weather,
Yeah.
right? And you can buy them in little cups to take with you. I bought 4 for the journey, and I was
Get me?
drinking them on the way here.
Yeah, cheap
By
things, bro.
Oh yeah, it was very,
Yeah.
very, very good value for money.
Listen, I'm
you know, by
sorry
the time I
for-
got here, I felt fantastic.
I'm feeling left out.
You seem like the type that
Yeah,
you know
but
have
you're
those
never taking
fancy
me.
fancy smell. That's fancy,
Yeah, I don't
fancy
think you're gonna
smell.
like it, you know.
See,
That he's
No,
gonna be
but-
like, he's gonna walk in and
Yeah.
say, "Actually, guys, the seating isn't to my standard."
And he's like,
See ya.
this needs some bold stomach jus in this.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Leave me out all the time.
Right, guys, let's move on to my headline right now. Now, Kidhr seems to think he is a little Einstein, but actually, this young girl here is smarter than Einstein. Her name is Tara Sharifi, a Muslim girl who goes to Aylesbury High School in Oxford. She took an IQ test and came out smarter than Stephen Hawking and Einstein
No
himself.
way.
Hey. That's no joke, that's
on
no
now.
exaggeration. She scored 162 on the IQ test.
What does IQ stand for anyway?
Well,
Is it intellectual, questionable? I don't know.
I've got a test for you, brothers. Right, so let's look at the screen. And the first question is 14, 7, 28,
Whose question is it?
14, 56. Is it 14? Is it 63? Is it 28? Is it 91? What's it going to be, guys?
I'm going for
What?
63.
What's the question?
Okay, your answer was incorrect. The correct answer was 28. Next question, 5, 11, 18, 26, 35.
35.
44.
44.
35.
You sure?
Yeah.
44.
35.
Your answer was incorrect, guys.
God.
Again, 15,
What was the answer?
Correct answer was 45.
All right.
Okay, you run out of time on this one now, guys, aren't you? So pick one.
30.
20.
Where are you seeing 30?
There, look, 3-0.
You have to pick. You have to pick from
pick
the
one of
pink
the
one, you
options.
lemon.
Time
Oh
out,
my
guys.
God.
Well done, lads. You got no questions right. So it just goes to show this little girl, Tara Sharifi, is an absolute genius.
MashaAllah. MashaAllah.
Genius.
Yes.
That's exactly what she is. Now, compared to you guys,
Maths is not my strong suit, by the way. Yeah, it really isn't.
look, it's
I
all
didn't
right.
get it.
Listen, guys. Look, listen, guys. It's all right.
You gave an answer that wasn't even there.
You said 30. That wasn't even an option.
Question 1.
2 times 2. 10.
Anyway, I didn't
Sorry, guys. Listen, guys at home, maybe you can get your kids to take the IQ test as well. Encourage them to sharpen their minds, and maybe you parents can do it as well. Engage with the family, something entertaining, right? And then you'll know who the real genius is in your family and who's
geniuses.
not so smart after all.
I'm gonna
Alright,
try you. We'll do it
alright,
after the show. Me and you.
Bear in mind, I got one question correct.
But you are such a genius because you got brain ache.
Oh yeah, thank you.
He is a
man.
brain egg though, bro.
He's a
that's
brain
true
ache.
as well.
He's got
My
so-called
brain.
brain ache.
And on that note, let's go to the next headline.
Yes, absolutely. And I'll tell you who's someone who, with a special memory, a mental illness patient, did not stop him from memorizing the Quran, the whole Quran. This man, Muhammad Abdullah Al-Qarni from Riyadh, he's been treated in King Fahd Hospital Medical Center in Riyadh at the moment. And he has a severe mental condition, subhanAllah. And still, he was able to memorize the Quran. Allahu Akbar.
Allahu Akbar.
You know,
That's
it
very,
just shows
very
you, man, these
inspirational,
people.
that is.
Allahu Akbar, all praise to Allah. I'm so moved by this story.
Do you know what? You find a lot of stories like that in Saudi Arabia and in the Middle East. Like there was another story. There was a man. He was a taxi driver, and he used to just listen to the Quran on the radio every single day, and he memorized the Quran just from listening to the surahs over and over and over again. Mashallah, I could never do that. I'll be honest. It's just, but I am more of a visual learner.
I have to see something, read it, and practice it before I can memorize
With
it.
me personally, because obviously I said my singing background, I've got an ear for.
So if you listen, could you memorize it by listening? That's really good.
For me, like it's difficult for me because I'm trying to learn from scratch. Alhamdulillah, Allah make it easy for me.
I mean,
But I like Sheikh Mishari.
do you?
Yeah, so I listen to Sheikh Mishari and I try to emulate his voice and how he's pronouncing, and it really has helped me. So may Allah bless him.
Sammy's got a good recitation.
No, I'm not. You know, is I can
Yeah,
replicate
Sammy's got a very good voice.
Qari just with one voice. Yeah, one verse. Sorry.
Go on.
Go on, Bismillah.
Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. Which one is it?
Yes, he's my favourite.
Ma'akali.
Yeah, I like him.
Sorry,
So who's
viewers,
your
if that
fa-
was
now we're
bad.
talking about
If your
reciters.
TV is just blue up there.
Who's your favorite reciter, sir?
Mine, I've got a new one this month actually. I like Bandar Balila, but Tawfiq As-Sa'iq is my favorite.
Yeah, mine is Sheikh Mishari.
Okay.
Qul ya ayyuhal kafirun.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm old school, man. I like Sheikh Sudais.
Sudais, so he's a legend.
Such a long time.
Legend.
Have a go.
No, I can't.
Go on,
Listen,
Faz,
no way.
Faz.
No way.
Bismillah.
That's like elite level recitation right there.
Guys, if you
We're
would like
beginners.
Faz to recite, send us a message for next week and maybe we can get him to recite next week.
Make it do
inshallah.
it.
That's like Sammy saying, I'm setting up a GoFundMe page to get this started. It's not gonna happen.
yeah.
It's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. Let's go to the next headline, shall we? Now, talking about inspirational stories and motivational stories, I've got a headline that I'd like you guys to see. A Muslim woman defends Jewish family on the train. Now, Kidhr is going to like this headline very much so because this sister, Asma Shoaig, is from Birmingham.
All right.
And she stood up and she showed some heroic behavior, defended a family on public transport, which I'm not going to encourage sisters to go out there and decide, you know what, I'm going to confront people or taking advantage or bullying people. These are dangerous times we're living in, but it's always good to defend the
Recognize,
oppressed,
man.
to help those that are not so confident to help themselves. So just take a look at this video.
Satan, which say they are Jews and are not, but do lie. Behold, I will make them come and worship before your feet. Trying to claim our heritage, and they're trying to tell me that it's one, and they're part of the slave trade. That's okay. You care about your people.
Heroic behavior there from the sister, and you know,
100%, man.
when you see oppression, as you said, Sammy, before,
Yeah,
you know, when
man.
you see oppression on public transport, you have to stand up. You've got to say
step
something.
in. As long as it doesn't put yourself in harm way, then why not, man?
Yeah,
like it's
definitely.
just it's sad how far we've come as society. We can't really step up for the weak and vulnerable.
We
You know what I
need
mean?
to.
So-
But for me, and I'll say this every week, alhamdulillah for our sisters. Like, they're doing good things, and it's showing people who keep branding our sisters and our mothers, oh, they're suppressed, oh, they don't have an opinion, no.
Yeah, man.
This is a good thing for us as well, for our sisters, mashallah, and everyone to know that our sisters who are covered, alhamdulillah, are not suppressed.
Yep.
They're independent women.
And they're strong.
And they're strong, and they've justice. They have
Yeah, man.
justice for everybody,
Yeah.
Big up
not
this
just for their own. So this is a beautiful story.
I'm 25.
So guys, we've just seen the short clip there with regards to the altercation that took place on the tube where the sister was a hero. This is now an interview. This is the dialogue from the interview with the sister after this. And she goes on to say that she's been overwhelmed by the amazing response it has received and how the comments came from people of all different faiths and backgrounds. We were all intimidated by this man's behavior, and we all tried to diffuse the situation the best way we could. But as a Muslim woman and mother, I know what it's like to be attacked and dehumanized by faith, and I couldn't just watch and see this happen to another family with young children. I don't know who they are, but I hope the Jewish family see how this video has been received too and feel encouraged in that racial abuse has no place in our city and will not be tolerated.
Allahu
Asma.
Akbar. MashaAllah.
And it says she's from London, but actually she's from Birmingham.
I know,
Yeah,
man.
come on,
They're
my
trying to do a
sisters,
little thing there.
mashallah.
Birmingham is on the map this week,
Oh,
Kidhr.
1,
Yeah.
2, 1. We're doing it right. How about that one?
Oh, all right.
Right, you're not doing it right, she is. Okay.
That's a very inspiring story, that is. But I believe, Kidhr, you've got something inspiring now.
Like, basically, I love my inspiration stories. And this one, they say a word has 1,000 words. Check this picture out. Stages in life. So on your left-hand
I agree with you. A picture does speak 1,000 words.
does.
Yes, it does.
It really does, especially in this day and age. So we have to be very, very, careful. But this one, stages in life, mashallah. On the left-hand side, you got a son cradling what looks like his father, okay? And on the right-hand side, you got a mother and father with their children. Look how Allah is teaching us,
Whoa,
like, role reversal. Allah says,
That's how it starts. Initially, your parents care for you as a child.
Yeah, man.
and you look after
And then
them.
if you're given the opportunity.
But Allah says in Surah Yasin as well, if we grant long life to any, we reverse them in nature.
I mean,
There you go, alhamdulillah. How beautiful
Look at
that
that.
is.
It's an
And it
amazing
shows
picture.
that we should show our parents respect. And the parents should show the children love. So
Yeah.
they grow up with that, mashallah.
Yeah.
You know, and alhamdulillah, again, my mum, I love you. She taught like us well to look after her because she's, alhamdulillah, everything
Yes.
that I am is because of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala.
Ameen, ameen.
You guys, like, tell me something about, and the viewers, tell us something that inspired you from your parents, please.
Like, I don't. For me, man, it's just because my dad, he's a funny man. He's just humorous and stuff. So I just have a lot. I mean, Faz knows him as well.
Proper diamond.
Yeah,
Your
proper.
dad's a
Like,
proper
just joking.
diamond.
Like, obviously, as a joke, you
Proper
probably have me in a headlock
diamond.
on the bus. Like, get on the bus, whatever. But yeah, man, you gotta love your parents, man.
No, but there's love. No, the thing is, right, this is the thing. From what I know of Sami's dad, he's such a soft-hearted that is an old man now, but he's such a soft-hearted guy. And that in itself increases the love between parents and children.
What about you?
My mom's an absolute diamond. She's
love
a
her.
gem. I always say
Yeah.
that, right? Because my mom and dad, they split up when we were very young.
Yeah.
So I was raised in a single-parent family. So my mom played the role very well, taking care of us, raising us right,
Mashallah.
with good etiquettes and
Yeah.
manners and everything else, man. So subhanAllah, really we're blessed to have
Those
the parents
great
that we've
looks,
got, you know
that
what I
killer
mean?
smile,
The killer
mashallah.
smile.
That's what he wanted to say.
Yeah, like, alhamdulillah. I didn't know that because even
No, but
like,
honestly, we're blessed to have our parents in our
yeah,
lives. Like,
please, like this is like really from us three and Eman Channel. Please love your parents. Tell
Definitely.
your mom you love them. Kiss them on the forehead. Look, that's your Jannah. Look after your Jannah because when them doors are closed, you won't get a chance. Please. And Allah make it easy for all our parents in old age. But look after them because if this doesn't speak to you, let us as your brothers on Eman Channel in other news speak to you.
Yeah.
Tell your mom, I love you, for your dad, and all the elders. Make dua for them. Even do sadaqah for them. And when you go on your pilgrimage or Hajj Umrah, make dua for them.
They're
It's gonna be
heroes, man.
amazing.
They're heroes.
They
Do you know
are.
what? I'll tell you who one of the biggest heroes of this week is. Habib Khan.
Hey,
Habib
he's
Khan.
Habib
Let's
Khan.
take a look at Habib Khan. Heroes come in all shapes and sizes, and this guy has come in the shape as a hero and in the size of a hero as well. This brother from Nottingham, he works for
inspired
one
by
of
this
the
story. I
love
biggest supermarket chains, delivering food as part of the delivery service. This week, he saw across the road a house on fire. There was a woman outside screaming, "My baby is inside, please help, help." He left what he was doing. He ran across the road, ran into the house, got the baby out, probably thinking roughly about 13 months old, subhanAllah. Guess what? That supermarket chain is now giving Employee of the Year. Smashed it. What a legend, man.
Can I just say though as well, like that is extremely brave
Yeah,
behavior.
man.
And
Yeah.
it's one of those things where you know, in a split second, he just made that decision. You know what? I'm gonna go in.
Yeah.
And he ran in with the mother.
in, yeah,
because
man.
initially, what happened was he stopped and he said, "Oh, what's happening?" Because he went to the family that were outside the house, and they said, "Oh, look." She totally forgot
The
that her
house
baby
was
was still
smoking.
inside.
Yeah, there was a lot of smoke.
You know,
coming
for
out
me,
of it.
obviously, because like my poetic mind is like, alhamdulillah, he's been honored in this world, like Employee of the Year. Imagine when he meets Allah. To save him, if you save one life, you save whole
of
mankind.
humanity,
You know what I mean? May Allah bless him and reward him and high his
You know what
ranks
though,
because-
mashallah.
I love the hairstyle as
I
well.
love the hairstyle and the
Hair
beard,
and
the
the
whole
beard.
thing, man.
MashaAllah.
Allah.
He's a good-looking lad, innit?
Yeah,
Bro,
so-
if you are watching the show, please call us next
He even
week.
looks like a
send
hero.
messaging or something.
Yeah,
like that.
so basically, like going from one inspiration story, I got another one for you guys. It's called Where Have You Prayed? Check this out, guys. Where have you prayed?
That was a Texas accent, I like.
Yeah, where have you prayed? So this
Hey,
one
Billy
has
Bob.
really inspired me and touched my heart when I watched it.
No
My little brother
way. Wow.
sent it to me. Look at that, mashallah.
Mashallah.
How amazing.
That is goals right there.
Listen to this. I'll grant him that honor to do sujood, which will intercede for him on the day, Judgment Day, in the ocean, number one. Number two, it made me realize and made me feel shameful. Prayer Salah on time, no matter what is happening in your life.
You know what? Go on.
Yeah, and number three, I want to ask you guys, is there any way you've prayed or want to pray in your life that's going to mean something amazing to you?
Me, I'll probably do the opposite, man. I'd love to go to the top of a mountain because it's like a place like
Yeah,
this
yeah,
that
yeah.
the earth can bear witness that you have prayed there on top of a mountain, glorifying the one in the heavens and the earth. Allahu Akbar, man. It's just like
The most interesting place that I have prayed, in Thailand, there is an island that was made by Muslims from Indonesia 150 years ago. They don't have electricity, it's very natural, but they made a floating masjid on the sea.
Oh, mashallah.
in Jeddah they have one of them as
right.
well.
So it's a
'cause
floating masjid in the sea, and it's surrounded by cliffs and mountains. It's absolutely beautiful. I prayed inside that masjid.
Mashallah. For me, my dream came true. Obviously, going to Makkah, the Kaaba, and Masjid Nabi, and Al-Aqsa. Jummah was there, amazing. But for me, my biggest dua for you, Faz, you, Sami, and me, I'll just grant that
I
us
just
three.
wonder, a quick question, how
Wait, that us three get to go in the Kaaba.
so-
I know what I mean.
like check this one, how did he put his sajda, like his prayer mat
And
down?
how is it staying there?
How did he, like, you wouldn't think to bring your
No,
prayer
do
mat in,
you know
but
what I mean?
mashallah, he brought it in
I'm
as
just
well.
going scuba diving.
Yeah.
Can I have my masala with me as well?
I just think it shows his consciousness, his demand. Like he's aware, like I've got a job to do or whatever he's doing, and he's like, oh, my salah's gonna come in this time. Pack my masala, everything, mashallah.
I think as well, like, you know, like when he jumped in, that was his wudu on the way down. On the way down, yeah. But it's true, you know, because I've been scuba diving before, and that tank is really heavy. So the
Very
fact
heavy.
that he could go down in sujood and then come
But
back
doesn't
up
it make you
so
think as well, like Allah says, like every living thing praise Allah in its own special way. Like
I mean,
the fishes and all the living entities in the sea, like it's a different world. I think it's a brilliant, brilliant, brilliant video.
That's the end of segment one. Never mind the Muslims. We've had some amazing inspirational stories. When we come back, we got love it or hate it. I know these two are hating me right now.
We do.
Now,
Good.
We do.
where is the love? Where is the love?
Okay, the love is after the break.
the love.
Stay tuned and we'll be back after this short break. Welcome back from the break. We were talking about some inspirational, absolutely amazing stories. I think the most inspirational one for me was the sister on the tube where she defended a family that were being antagonized. What was your favorite story that we discussed in the first segment, guys?
Mine has still got to be the brother praying in the ocean and this campaign for us three to go and pray in the Kaaba next year, inshallah. Allahumma ameen. Let's make it happen,
Yeah,
please.
mine was
about you,
the supermarket hero, man. Jumped into the house, saved the baby, got the employee of the year, man.
That was an amazing story as well,
wicked.
to be fair.
100%.
Now, on that note, let's go to the next segment, Love It or Hate It. Now, love it or hate it. Last week we were talking about parking attendants and parking zones. I've got an interesting one that's been sent in this week. Trolleys. When you get to the supermarket, let's have a look at this little clip here, right? £1 in the trolley.
Coming to the shops, I just realised I don't have £1 for the trolley. I really hate when this happens. What do you think? Love it or hate it? £1 in the trolley.
Right, guys. Now, in Sheffield, where I'm from, supermarkets no longer ask for £1 in the trolleys.
Really?
Okay.
They don't ask
I didn't
for
know
£1 in
that.
the trolleys anymore. So that's not a problem for me, if I'm being completely honest.
What about these big supermarket chains?
No, that's
don't
what I'm
they?
on about. The big supermarket chains don't ask for
okay,
money
so
now.
it's
So they trust the
depend on-
public now into not stealing the trolleys. But you guys
I know
in
you
the
do.
south stealing trolleys.
But
on
you know
the
what it is? There's a
weekends.
magnet on the trolleys, even if you wanted to steal the trolleys. You know, it stops at the barriers. Do you know that? There's a magnet on the
So
wheels.
you've tried it, have you?
I've not tried it, but I've just walked to a point.
Sounds like
where,
you tried to take a trolley on the weekend.
But I'll give you a little nifty
I'm
trick.
on to you,
Yeah.
Sam.
I'll give you a nifty trick.
You
What you
little
can do,
trolley thief.
if you don't have a pound, what you can do is, do you know those gym things that are
Yeah,
shaped as a
coins.
pound?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can just put one of them in.
Look at
press
it.
I think it's good. I'm all for what the market's doing that, actually, because I'm sick and tired of walking around the streets and trolleys in the middle of the road or.
Well, where you're
trolleys
from in
the top.
Birmingham, it's a bit of a
I'm sick
dangerous
it.
place,
So,
isn't it? Where
good,
you're from, Birmingham.
Good, love it. Serves you right. Serves you right.
There's people like Sammy taking
No,
the
it's 'cause
trolleys.
I never carry cash on me. I've just always got my card
So
on
you
me,
just take
it's
the trolley
fine.
then?
Well, yeah, I'll try it, won't I?
You know what, as well? No, I think it's good because you got your hand baskets. Get some exercise done. Get your biceps popping, man.
I don't need
You know
to-
what I mean?
Ooh,
Yeah, so-
mashallah.
There's elderly people as well that may not be able to
Yeah,
carry the milk and the potatoes and things like that. They need a trolley. And what about if they haven't got the change? Then it's a bit difficult, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's difficult, but I think there has to be like a balance. Do you
You
know
know
what I
it
mean?
is
Because-
though. Yeah, go on.
Because a lot of people will abuse the power of free trolleys, like I said, kids or certain people are using it to push each other, have a ride, and it's just dumped in the middle of the road.
Where do you stop though? They start charging us for carrier bags. They start
yeah.
charging for so many things. Now trolleys. Why can't we just have something free?
You do get your pound back, right? So you do get your
You
pound
do,
back.
you do, but it's just
But
like,
it's just the inconvenience of always
inconvenience.
remembering to have a pound coin
Yeah.
when you go to the supermarket. So guys, I'm gonna have to ask you the question, do we love it or hate it?
I hate it.
Love it.
For me, I'm gonna have to say I hate it.
Yeah,
It's just an inconvenience. It's a waste of time.
So Faz, talking about the trolleys and holding the hand baskets to build your biceps, I've got a wicked one, love it, hated this week, and I have a message as well from one of the viewers. He says, I like to keep myself fit, but hate going in the gym in the winter, but I am forced to go. Going to the gym in the winter, love it or hate it.
Tell you what, it was cold this
Freezing.
morning.
It's getting
It
cold
was
though.
cold this morning. I went after Fajr Salah this morning and it was freezing in the gym.
Yeah.
And you just oh, yeah.
You're still not in the mood.
It takes a lot of
Warming up.
motivation.
But you know when you leave though, you feel hot when you're walking out.
Oh
and
yeah,
stuff
But by
frosty
the
and
time
stuff.
you've done your workout,
Yeah.
you're feeling
feeling
Listen.
pumped and hot. Yeah.
In the middle, as we say, it's freezing. It's freezing outside. How do I motivate myself? Basically, it's freezing outside. How do I motivate myself?
Yeah, it's because
I
you
think
guys
say
can't
it like
speak
the-
properly though, innit?
Yeah, I think
probably
so.
right.
Sam, that's right.
Freezing outside. How do we motivate ourselves?
It's a different language in the Middle Earth, isn't it?
Listen, but I find it difficult to go, but once I'm there, I'm loving it.
Yeah.
When I come out, I don't mind. But it is difficult. Cold nights, dark nights, you know, how to motivate yourself.
And you look ripped for summer. Ready, innit? Beach body, as they say, you know?
I know, but like you just in the winter, you just
I
stay
know,
home,
it's true.
eat your
This
roti,
is
biryani.
where the summer bodies are made.
Yeah,
In the
in
winter.
the winter, it's
the
true,
work you put in now is an investment for the summer.
All
Let
right.
me tell you guys, brothers and sisters, if you're watching, if you want to go look good on your summer holidays, start going to the gym.
Yes.
Yes.
Every day.
And I have to say, right, this is really good because it's encouraged in our faith as well. Your body has right over you.
Yeah.
Your body's got haq. You have to go, keep healthy, so you can pray salah. You have to do your right things in your life. Like you have to do your salah, do your hajj, do your umrah. Like when I did my hajj, bro, I went on a hajj diet. I went on a hajj workout.
Talking about diet.
Mashallah.
I don't think Sammy's been on a diet for a
What
while.
are you
Have you,
talking
Sam?
about, man? This is all muscle habibi.
Muscle
It's all
habibi.
muscle habibi.
Listen,
Yeah.
Sammy's on a seafood diet, okay?
He sees food and he eats it.
Yes.
Okay. Alhamdulillah. Anyway, guys, looking at...
So, well, do we love it or hate it?
I hate it.
We can
Obviously.
tell, baby. We can tell.
I still go, but I hate it.
I love the gym. I love the gym. I love the gym.
I love it. I love it. I love it.
Yeah.
Good one.
Speaking about inconveniences, we have a text come through. It says, I hate having to pay for air and water at the petrol station, especially when I have spent £65 filling up. I know it costs 20p for air, but why pay for water? Why? Love it or hate it, paying for water, free water
Can I
and
just
air
say,
at petrol
Sam,
stations.
where does he get his air from? Because it's not 20p where I'm from. It's a pound now.
Pound,
It's a
yeah.
pound.
God, he might be from Birmingham, innit?
Oh,
Yo,
Birmingham's pound,
yeah.
bruv.
It's a pound.
Maybe he
get
just
a token
breaks
as
wind
well.
into a pipe and someone charges him 20p. Maybe.
Oh
Yeah,
my
I,
Yeah.
I have to
I'm
say,
joking,
on
guys.
this one,
You have got a strange imagination, Sam. keep them inner thoughts to yourself, please.
Keep them in the gym. Yeah.
Right,
saying-
I have to say, I hate this, right? I'm not even joking. He's right, he's totally right.
Yeah.
You're spending £70, £80 filling up. The least they can do is give you free air.
Yeah, you have to. Free air, I'm with them as well because they say in the Midlands, like, get a token, which you pay £1 for a pre-time. And you know what I really hate, right? You put the token in and you've done your air and you've done your...
air.
Yeah, you've filled your tyres with air.
yeah.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Sorry, that was just
One
the
has-
grammar coming out.
No, sorry, this is his grammar. One has basically filled the tyres with air. So that's, I'll do that one for you. And you've done all that. And there's still like loads of time left and air left and water left, thinking, oh.
Yeah, I
And
actually like
sometimes-
filling tyres up though. Yeah.
On the flip side, it's been good. Sometimes I've pulled up and I've been on the receiving end of that. Like the driver in front said, like, oh, don't worry, I got 5 minutes left, take over.
Yeah, but you only got a bike, so it's only 2 wheels. What are you complaining for, man? Come on
It's
now.
not me, I don't have the tricycle.
Stabilize the plastic, bro. Come on now.
No, Sam, you're confused. I don't have the tricycle.
Stabilizers need air as well, so it's 4
There's
wheels
the
he's
plastic
got.
ones. I know which one.
No, it's his tricycle. It ain't mine. Come on, guys. Do you remember Faz said he had a tricycle? Yeah. It's not me, is it?
So what do you guys
Listen,
think
you
then?
gotta own
You
it now.
love
It's
it.
yours.
You hate
It's
it.
been assigned to you now.
I'll take the tricycle.
I hate
I'll make
this.
it look good.
I hate it.
Yeah, I hate it as well.
Yeah,
Yeah.
hates, man.
I'm glad we all agree on that one.
Yep.
Yeah.
So that's the end of Love It or Hate It. Remember, you can get involved. You can send in your videos via WhatsApp, your messages. You can email in as well. This is your opportunity to connect with the show and have your input on next week's show as well. So let's go now to our next segment, In All Other News. Guys, this is a very interesting story for you now.
Yes.
You've heard of American football?
Yes,
I don't know
I
why
have.
they call it American football, by the way, but that's a discussion for another
Just a
another
cheap
day.
copy, isn't it, really, man?
They're trying to
Football
copy the
again.
football. A cat runs on to the pitch,
Yes. Go on, cats.
and they couldn't catch the cat either, to be fair. So
Good.
they're running around after the cat. They
Alhamdulillah.
couldn't catch the cat, and it stopped the game.
Was it a black cat as well?
It was a black cat. That's the actual cat.
Is it?
I can almost guarantee that the team that lost probably blamed the voodoo,
they're gonna say it's
the
the omen,
suspicious
yeah.
black
Can I
cat.
just say one
definitely.
thing here? That cat should be my cat because how you like talk about football each week and I'm getting bored of it. That cat.
Well, this is-
literally
this
That
is-
might be you in disguise to
isn't-
try and stop the game,
This isn't
bro.
football. This is American football, which
Football.
is similar to rugby, which is similar to rugby.
tomato.
So, cat on the run after running on the pitch.
But do you know what is that happened actually in a real football game a few years back, and the team actually blamed the cat itself. They said it was to do with suspicion, and a mystical vibe came onto the pitch, and yeah.
Do you know what would be
There's
good
an
though?
excuse that came.
Can I just say
a bit lame, that excuse.
It is.
You know,
to be
like-
fair, yeah.
They tried it.
You know, in football they say, "Who are ya? Who are ya?" Like, who are ya? Let's go.
And they didn't catch the cat, by the way. They're still looking for the cat. So
Really?
if anybody knows where this cat is, please do get in touch with your local authorities because it needs to be apprehended as soon as possible.
No.
Yes.
We do not want a repeat offence of this, do we,
No.
Sam? Running onto a football
No,
pitch.
don't,
leave the cat,
absolutely
guys.
not.
Leave the cat. Let the cat ruin all the games. Then we can say,
Hey, let's
"Who
just look
are
under
ya?"
your hat. Oh, it's not there. Hey.
Now, I just heard Kidhr say, who are you, who are you? Talking about who are you. I believe you got a headline similar
Yes.
to that, haven't you, Kidhr?
Yeah, it's a nice little. Who are ya? Basically, who are ya is
Oh my
these
goodness.
masks. Okay, look, check these masks out, guys. Okay, look
They
how
look
real they look.
very,
Wow.
it's almost scary how realistic they look.
Yeah, so this is like a company in Japan. They've pioneered some uncanny masks. So these masks are 3D scanning masks, okay? And they contour the lines, everything. And now the fraudsters have got their hands on it and are doing a lot of fraud and taking people's money. Now it's made me on edge basically, because you know how we have our smartphones and we've got Face
Facial
ID.
recognition.
Yeah.
And there was some people on social media saying like, don't get smartphones because one day they'll clone your face. And like, this has come true to life right now. And
Wow.
it's like, this is happening.
It's a very good point you mentioned because I don't know if there was a phenomena recently where it was the app that was making people look older than what they were.
That is
Now that was
technology though,
made
isn't it?
in Russia, and there was a lot of news surrounding that app saying now they've got everybody's an image.
Can you
obviously
imagine a
electronic
clone?
image
Yeah.
of everybody's face, and they've got facial recognition.
Can you imagine a
There's
clone?
other apps that do that as well.
Absolutely.
Now,
I can
next
imagine
thing you know,
your
I
face
cannot
on your body
imagine.
and your face on his body. Imagine that.
Can you imagine
Oh
another
my
Sammy
God.
walking around?
Oh my
God
God.
forbid.
You would
You know
love
what's
it.
what, like, again, like my mind goes into the fact, like, Is this like the steps towards Dajjal coming? Like how he would know everything about you and how he can manipulate you? Like,
crazy.
it really freaks me out, guys.
Crazy,
Really
but
freaks me out.
So
Imagine that.
what are you going to continue having a smartphone, or are you going to go back to having your brick phone? What do you think, guys?
I'm still gonna keep the smartphone,
Me
but you
too.
just gotta be careful, innit? Really, let's.
But guys, now look at it. Like, look at the picture. Look how real they look.
Wow.
Subhanallah.
Yeah,
I want to know, like, what would we look like with each of his faces? As
I tell you what, you
Oh,
two would
man.
look a whole lot better if you look like me.
No, no, I know the views agree with me. These don't look a whole lot trendier with my face.
But
in
it's
it.
not, we're not getting your dress sense.
No, but you gave me a hat though, ain't you?
You don't want
yeah,
that hat,
just
mate.
your hat.
Definitely, yeah.
Listen,
Come on, your little.
Mr. Magician.
Oh my goodness,
Right,
guys.
Let's go to the next
Oh
headline,
my
Sam.
God, we had a cat earlier on, man. All I have to say is hippo. That is the key word to this headline, guys. This man, he has survived being swallowed by a hippo 3 times. 3 times he's been basically.
Was it the same
he got,
hippo?
I'm not sure. He got swallowed by a hippo 3 times and he has survived. And now he goes across Australia to different schools and colleges. It could be fake, but they say it's going around telling his story and how he survived this ordeal. SubhanAllah.
So is it
Imagine
actually
that.
proven that he was... No, so when he said... if he
I
was-
believe it.
Okay,
I believe
Sam,
it, Faz.
I wanna
yeah?
just ask her one
it's
question.
not fake. I believe it.
Okay, all right, Sam, you can
Yeah.
believe it.
All right,
I'm
we
not
got
gonna
You know
ask
why?
to
Because I
change
really
it.
love hippos. I'm not gonna lie. When I went to Kenya, do you know what? And they've got the best memory. Yeah. If you give a hippo something to eat, and exactly at 4 minutes past 5, yeah, the hippo will come back at the exact same time on the dot.
The next
'Cause
day.
It remembers
Really?
the next day. It always
Okay, I've
remembers.
got a
the
question
time,
then. So are you telling me
Yeah,
this
I
hippo
Yeah, right,
ate this
Sammy,
guy
come on.
Yeah.
and thought, you know what? He tasted good.
He probably didn't. He's probably spitting back out
3
again or something
times?
like that. Yeah.
He tasted so good, I'm going to eat him again. I'll have
Right.
some more of that, baby.
I'll give
I'm
you a
on my
question
way.
each, quickly.
Wait.
Hippo, what is it short for?
Hippopotamus.
Do you know how to spell hippopotamus? Go on.
You go on, brain ache.
Hippopotamus.
Is wrong, Habibi. Is wrong. Is wrong, Habibi. The computer says no.
But can I just say
Spell it
something
then.
though? Yeah, like.
We'll do it later. Oh, yeah.
But can I just say something though? This story reminds me of Prophet Yusuf when he was swallowed by the
Yes,
whale, isn't
yes.
it? So
Allah
that
Akbar.
happened. So you just never know.
I don't think this is true. 3 times. Let's
Yeah.
be realistic.
You know how big
not-
they are? You know they're one of the heaviest land animals on the planet.
So,
I'm
I'm
not
impressed,
questioning
you know.
their weight
Look,
or
Yeah,
ability.
trust me, I'm the
did you
sheikh.
get
I'm the
out?
sheikh at safari. Like I'll be honest, I know the A to Z of the animal world.
No,
How
wait.
did he get out of
Test
the
me on
hippo?
any
Faz,
animal.
wait. He's
How did he get out?
I'm Jungle Massive, ain't I?
You are Safari
You know,
Massive.
Sheikh Safari here.
Sheikh Safari.
I like that. I'll give you that one. I
I
like
am
that.
happy about this. That's my title.
Yeah, it's a good
Sheikh
headline. Though.
Safari.
It's a good headline.
Sheikh
mashallah.
Safari, how would he get out of the hippo?
Look, and it's anyway.
There's no answer for this. I do
No
believe
answer,
it's
go
fake.
on.
Now, you know, monitors. You can buy monitors, security cameras for all kinds of things these days, right? Now, when people have babies, right? You buy a baby monitor. Now,
Oh my God.
is
Allah
that
Akbar.
and as these parents post this picture on social media
Oh my
because
God. Mashallah.
people was reacting to that picture on the baby monitor and they were saying, we think your baby's possessed and you're gonna need an exorcism
Basically a ruqya for
A
the baby.
ruqya.
Allahu
for your
Akbar.
baby because if you think about it though, the eyes are lighting up because it's infrared, but obviously
Yeah.
it's just a comedy take on it. The kid's not really possessed. Well, I hope not.
No, I'm gonna protect the child.
I mean,
Can I just say that? Like,
it would scare you though, wouldn't it, when you're looking at the baby monitor? You've never seen one before.
Yeah,
Oh my
like a
God.
robotic pigeon. Yeah.
I remember like growing up, our mothers would say like, oh, you know, we're gonna keep the baby safe from shaitan and all this. And they would put like a knife underneath the baby's mattress because that would scare off the shaitan.
Listen, let me
Not
tell you
another
now,
evil
I don't know
spirit.
how early this gang initiative starts in Birmingham, but it started when he was a baby for Kidhr.
my God, you
It's
know-
carried on all the way
No,
through. It was
oh
gang
my
violence
You know what I
over the
used to do?
weekend.
I'm not gonna lie, yeah. You know when my sister's first child was born, she had a baby monitor, so I would go in the room and make animal noises just to like freak her out. I'd be like, like, oh my God, Allahu Akbar.
That's a good one. That is a good one.
man.
Sam. Oh my God, that's a good one.
Yeah.
Oh
Like,
man.
did you guys have any like weird traditions growing up when you was kids about when you're a baby and your mum and dad did that, or do you have it with your own children or anything like that?
To be honest, I can't remember any. I was just so young, man.
Because like,
For
when
me, we used to get scared. We used to get frightened with. There was an old guy that lived 2 doors down from us.
Yeah.
Right? He lived on his own. My mum always used to say, if you don't go to bed now, he's gonna get you.
Yeah.
We used to be genuinely so scared of this guy. We didn't know knives under our pillows.
Okay, Okay, calm down. I'm just saying, basically, you know, because, you know, like, when the parents has a child, they're worried about Ayn or evil eye and all that.
Can you imagine him as a baby with a little hat?
Can you imagine? His
Singing on the monitor.
Listen, his mom sends him to bed. She comes back in, he's like, oh, where is the love? And he's holding the knife.
Yeah.
Can I just say,
With two babies
I
next to
was,
him, backup
mashallah,
dancers.
a cute baby, okay? I was a cute baby, and when I cried like this.
Oh, I'm sure you did. Let's go to the next headline.
Listen, my voice can smash a window screen. I hit them.
I don't
We
disagree, bro.
don't deny it.
Thank you. Anyway, look to my next story. Ice on your windows. We've got you covered. We've got this interesting, amazing video and story today, where someone from the social media had come up with an incredible idea. Check this out, look. She basically got a bottle, which was like a carpet cleaning bottle, and she put hot water in there, and she can literally take off all the ice.
That is so
with no
cool,
issues.
man.
Now,
You know
I
what?
thought, wow.
That's a really good
Fantastic, that is.
Morning time,
Fantastic.
Fajr prayer, ice is falling now, going to take the kids to school. Look at that,
I love life hacks like that.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, those life
Yeah.
hacks, easy, simple things to do.
You know what you
'Cause
can
that's the worst
also
thing
do,
about
Sam?
winter.
Sam, you know what you can also do? If you boil the water in the kettle, and just go out with the boiling hot water and pour it over your windscreen.
my God.
No, guys, no, do not.
That'll
do
take
that
everything off
fast.
your windscreen.
No, hot water directly on the windscreen will crack your windscreen. Do not listen to him, guys. Do not. He's just sabotaging everything. Okay, I'm the one that cares about you guys. I'm the one that got your back. Okay? I've got you covered. All right. Check this out.
So that's the right way.
That's the right way, not the jungly way of putting hot water
what
on
not
there.
to do is put hot water on your windscreen, guys.
No.
I'm only joking. Don't do it.
Don't do that.
Don't do that.
But have you got any hacks though? Like,
I saw another clip similar to this on social media where somebody put kettle water in a freezer bag.
yeah.
And then they just placed that
Like
along the windscreen,
Yeah.
wiped it along, similar to that, and it melted everything. It was fantastic.
Oh my God.
What about you?
He's like,
I
"Oh
don't.
my
I just
God,
like
great
what I'll do.
invention."
I'll just make a little hole in the window. I don't even do the whole thing.
Oh my
He's
God.
mesmerized. He's mesmerized.
Listen, I'm just happy with my
okay.
Pound World, a £1 de-icer. They're brilliant.
Other
Can't go
stores,
wrong with it,
retail outlets are available as
They are
well.
indeed, yes.
Now, moving swiftly on.
Yes.
Now, Sam, I believe
Yes.
you're bringing the heat this week.
Yeah, you see how I didn't get involved in the cold. Like I hate winter, but
bringing
what
the
I do is I bring the heat, guys. I bring that chili heat. You know what I mean?
Bring
it
So
that
let me
fire.
ask the question, guys. How hot is your chili? So there was a YouTuber from Mexico, and this
Mexico.
guy pretty much ate on a video. Yeah, he ate 2 habanero chili peppers, and he was hospitalized for it. So he tried to get more views. But for me, habanero peppers are not even that hot.
I'm a little bit confused because Mexican food is generally quite spicy anyway. So habanero, and in
Yeah.
terms of spicy levels, that's not really that spicy.
Is that your cousin? Because you got the same hat, bro. I'm telling you. I tell you. But the thing is, yeah, I've had a.
This is that facial recognition thing. Oh my.
Yeah.
This is what they're planning.
was gonna-
They want everybody to wear Kidhr's hats.
No, listen, how hot is your chili? Well, he had got nothing on Faz's jumper last week. That was hotter than
Yeah,
that.
it's true.
You know what I mean?
But you know what? I have had a Carolina Reaper, one of the hot. I think it's
course you have. You could tell you had
1,000
it.
jalapenos in a habanero pepper, and yeah, pretty much because I'm in education. I got
that's
the
the thing.
students to try it as well.
Habanero isn't actually that spicy, but I don't know if you have 2 at the same time, if it gives you a bigger kick.
Well,
don't
can I
know.
just say-
Maybe he's just weak.
Yeah.
Habanero peppers, right? They're not that spicy because when you have the spice or chili, it's meant to get you going and make you sweat and make you like it can rip you up.
Yeah.
Yeah, it
So
can.
you've had it.
It didn't work
you.
for you.
Obviously, it didn't
Yeah.
rip you up today. So I'm
That's the thing. Chili versus Sam. Chili's never gonna win. Sam, we just told you he brings the heat.
I always
brings
bring the
the
heat.
Now, guys, we're not advising you to go out there and start eating chilies just for fun. It is very dangerous. Other people have been hospitalized as well. The reason why we're highlighting this article is because people do crazy things for fun, but it's actually not that fun. It's more
Was it
dangerous to
worth
your
it?
health.
Yeah,
it's
what
not
he
worth
did.
it, is it,
What
being
did he do?
hospitalized for eating a couple of
For a
chilies?
few subscribers.
I mean,
you know.
now, Timothy, put the chili down.
Yeah.
No, but we have to always remember, like I always go back to this because I'm a big believer in it. Your body has hack on you. Like, do not forget that. Like, yeah, you could do pranks. You want to get views, but also think about Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is watching you and is giving a body to you as a gift. So look after it, you know what I mean? And be good to yourself and
So
good
if
to
it's
others.
a gift, why are you wearing these denim quirky jackets, man? Come on.
Then
It's a gift,
hang on,
bro.
this is a gift,
Come
and I'm dressing up the gift beautifully.
joking, man.
Coming with
I am
you,
just jealous,
polite
Yani, I'm
and I know. I'm gonna give you a makeover one day. Don't worry.
Inshallah.
We can sort you out, inshallah.
All right.
Now,
Go on, Paz.
whose shop is this? Let's go to the next headline.
Oh,
now.
wow.
Right now, can you imagine? Right, you're thinking you're middle class. You know, you're shopping in Waitrose. And you're
Oh,
thinking,
yes, yes.
Look at me and my shopping this week. I've just ordered from Waitrose,
Yeah.
delivered as well, delivered to my door. And the next thing you know, you turn the packaging over and it says Aldi.
Yes.
And you're thinking,
Oh, yeah,
I paid Waitrose money for Aldi shopping. It's a scam.
How did that
Oh
happen?
my God.
How on earth?
And you know what? There's a zoom up on the face, that moment when you just realize your food's from Aldi. Well, there's no problem with Aldi, but it's just the fact that people want to buy premium and it's just receiving the same sort of
Well,
product.
obviously the thing is, right, it's priced to be because it's in a certain supermarket.
Yeah.
And it's got the packaging of another supermarket that isn't priced so high. So people were offended by that. And they're only offended because of the monetary expense
Yeah.
surrounding what the item that has been purchased. Because what it obviously now gives off the idea that you can buy something extremely similar for much less
Yeah.
in
Sorry.
another
But
this is
supermarket.
the thing that's
So what do you
happening a
think,
lot,
guys?
isn't it?
I'm sorry, but serves you right. A veg is a veg, a carrot's a carrot. It could be wonky, it's grown the same way, it tastes the same
No,
way.
but sometimes the
yeah.
quality is better.
No.
You gotta allow it.
Can I just
You
say,
put it in your mouth, you can have good old chomp on it.
okay, then can I
Like
just
the
say
same.
something? I don't know what it's like in Middle Earth.
You leave it there for now.
But when something's got Mediterranean roasted vegetables written on the
Down
packaging, you're
in-
going to be thinking, this is nice. It's not just any old carrot, is it?
Yes.
I don't know.
But this phenomenon has been happening along, even with like, it's all manufactured at the same
Yeah.
place. Like my brother used to work at a factory and they used to basically make muffins. And what the manager used to say is, this batch of muffins are going to go to this supermarket, this batch of muffins are going to that
So it's all the
supermarket,
same?
change the label. Pretty much, honestly, and it happens more than you actually
So
think.
See, I
that's
told
what
ya.
it is, guys.
Told
That's all it is. Now, I've got another interesting article for you guys. Now, this was in Australia. There were the bushfires recently, right? I don't know if you heard about them. When there was a lot of victims surrounding the bushfires, and there's these 4 Muslim brothers.
MashaAllah.
You can see in the image here. They had a cookout, a barbecue. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I absolutely love a
love
good
barbecue,
barbecue.
man. I love
They barbecued
meat.
food, and the victims of the bushfires, they gave them food as well.
Listen, first of all, I'm really happy they've done that. Allah bless them, but I feel left out. I've never had a barbecue.
Oh my, what?
I want a barbecue.
Why? What? Like you live in
what is going
Birmingham
on
and
in
you've never
the-
had...
What is going on in the Middle
No,
Earth?
guys, really, can we make this happen, please? I want to like have barbecue ribs and I want to have barbecue wings. Please, like, I feel really left out. I want a
Honestly, bro, I'm
barbecue.
about to bite your shoulder right now. I'm so hungry, man. I swear,
No, I
I'm
didn't-
so hungry right now, yeah?
No, Sammy.
You know what? Akhi, you're
I
Look
want
lucky.
a
out here
barbecue.
looking like a
I
chicken
want
wing.
to go
Yeah.
to a barbecue. Like, can you make this happen?
Well, first
Allah
of all-
bless them with the food of Jannah Firdaus. Allahumma ameen. First and
ameen,
foremost.
ameen.
Allah bless them. Amazing story.
The thing is, Kidhr, barbecues tend to happen when the weather's nice. And, well, the weather's not so nice in the UK right now, so we're going to have to wait all the way to the summer. Now, before we go any further about barbecues, what's been your favourite part or the favourite story of today's show? Sam, we'll start with you.
I'm still going to go with the hero, the supermarket hero. I love that story, man.
was a very good
He
story.
went in, saved the baby.
Very good story.
Amazing, yeah.
Mine has to be the brother praying underneath the water and my dua for us 3 to go and pray in the Kaaba.
Ameen.
Soon, inshallah. Allahumma ameen.
I mean,
Ameen.
mine was definitely the sister from Birmingham who was a hero on the London Underground, who absolutely smashed it, taking down barriers and showing how brave and strong Muslim women actually are when there's
Got a quick joke.
Oh, go on then, the joke.
What do you call a manager in a tree?
I don't know. What do you call a manager in a tree?
Branch manager.
That one was good today.
That was
I'll
actually
give you
decent.
that one.
That was actually decent.
You like that, don't you?
That was actually
Yeah,
decent.
it's
You know
fun,
what?
man. Come on, give me
What
one.
about-
Yeah.
You know what? I enjoyed Love It or Hate It this week as well. I'm glad we all agreed on the. I don't know where this guy goes for 20p for his hair, but it's £1 everywhere we go.
Yeah.
But I'm glad we agreed on that one. What about you guys? Did you enjoy Love It or Hate
I
It?
love
I
your
loved
height.
it, man.
Can I just say, please, get your
Start going to the gym.
get your baskets.
Start going
get
to
your
the gym.
biceps pumping.
Sammy, start going to the gym.
I will. Look, I'm going to
can't-
be
we
moving my
can't-
pecs like you soon, innit? You know what I mean? I know
And
that's
on
what
that
you do.
note, from myself, Sam, Kidhr, as always, it's been an absolute pleasure. Stay tuned. Join us again for another episode of In Other News.
Kidhr.